did you carry on the three sports, the running, the cycling, and the...
Yeah, so I did not carry on with running because I physically could not run. My pubic bone felt like somebody was taking a hammer to it
Oh,
every single
wow.
step I took. So there was really, with my first daughter, yes, I did run until I think I was six months pregnant.
Wow, that's
I couldn't run
amazing.
after that. So that was quite a bit, but I was uncomfortable. I wasn't comfortable. So then I realized, why am I doing this? I don't need to prove anything to anybody. Let's stop. So then my second daughter, I ran for 2 months and I was done. I couldn't run at all. So they were very different in terms of my running. I definitely did not run very much at all with my second one. So what I did was a lot of cycling,
Hmm.
spinning, like on the spin bike. I did not go outside on my bike, not
Hmm.
because I didn't trust myself. I know that women can bike. I know that pregnant women can bike. That's not it at all. It was
Hmm.
more, I do not trust other people on the
Yeah.
road. So I
Hmm.
don't know if a car is looking the other way and then I'm biking
Mm.
and then it hits me.
Yeah.
So it was more of the variables I couldn't control that I chose to bike indoors. So I did that a lot. I did a lot of spinning, a lot of biking indoors. And then I did do some swimming kind of sporadically here and there.
Hmm. Interesting. Yeah. And how
Yeah.
do you remember how you felt when you were running in your first pregnancy? Because you ran for such a long time, 6 months is quite a long time. Can you explain what you
Yeah,
felt
uncomfortable,
exactly?
very uncomfortable. I should not have done it. Lesson learned. I felt, I think it's easier when you're not like showing as much at the beginning. And
Hmm.
because it was my first, I wasn't showing as much for the beginning. With my
Hmm.
second, baby popped like pretty quickly. I'd say, by 4 weeks, I looked pregnant. Um, but yeah, with my first one, I ran for that long. I don't know, only because I just thought that I could, and I was just
Hmm.
wanting to run, but not put really my body's needs and my baby, I think first. I was just kind of more like, I could do this. Nobody
Hmm.
can tell me no. And I was like, let's go. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, I mean, having the baby puts things in perspective, and I should have, felt that,
Yeah.
that I don't need to do this. So
Hmm.
it felt uncomfortable because I had literally a baby that I felt like I was shaking when I was running sometimes through the
Hmm.
running. It was extra weight on my joints that I didn't need to bear. Like I could
Hmm.
bike and be happy. I didn't need to be running for it.
Hmm.
And also my pubic bone was just in a lot of pain for the rest of that pregnancy.
Interesting. Because I've
Yeah.
been observing the professional triathletes, and I had a
Mm-hmm.
chat with one of those, and one of them,
Yes.
and I mean, I don't know if you know Rini.
Oh
Do you
yeah.
follow them? She
Yes.
posted something recently, have you seen it? She posted something about one of her runs, and that she felt a bit of a stitch on the side, but everything else was okay.
Yeah.
But obviously, it's a different level. I think when you're a professional triathlete, you're not going to
Yeah.
feel as much or that uncomfortable, perhaps like me, or like you said. I mean, there's no maybe there's no need to run that far or that much because there's
Yeah.
always other types of activity
But
for you to
but
feel more
even then,
comfortable.
there were some I forget who, but there were some also professional triathletes that I know when they got pregnant, um, they also had to pull back a bit from the running. I don't
Mm.
know if Rini did with her first Miranda, or yeah, Miranda. If I don't know if
Hmm.
she did it with her first one, if she had to pull back from running. But I remember some of them doing a lot of, I did water running too, because I remember following one of them who had done a lot of water running,
Okay.
just to complement the running. And that was a really good
Addition to
replacement.
the
Yeah,
replacement. Yeah.
for
Interesting.
running. But again, yeah, bodies are
Perhaps.
different, right? Everything's going to be different.
Exactly, exactly. Just to get some sort of information to see if, for example, that's feeling that she felt, the stitch on her one
Yeah.
of